Remember the flower crowns?
Cam Cameron!
And the sparkling apple juice.
Team Cam Cameron! Dobbie's like, who is this guy? You just want attention because you're jealous of Junior Mint. Come here. It's okay. We'll do it from here. Okay. Hi, dolls. Welcome back. And if you were new, hello, my name is Jessie. This is Dobbie. And that's Junior Mint. Yeah, we have to introduce him. And today we are going to react to Season 3, Episode 3 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. She's like legit having a face-off with him. Last Supper. Such an ominous title. I am so excited to be here. Everybody breathe in. Everybody breathe out. We made it our first full week without an episode. We did not have another one to just jump right into. That was a little bit torturous, but it was fun, however, to be able to get to talk in the community and the fandom, see everybody's theories and how they felt about the 2 episodes. I had a really fun time doing them. I do have my issues with them, as I've stated. But I'm going to move forward with just seeing the content and how it is. There were 2 hot takes that I got from TikTok, actually. Both were from TikTok. That's the best part, is like hearing everybody's interpretations, if you will, of things. One person said, I wonder if Jer knows about the note that Conrad had left for Belly. The car ride for him and Belly when they're on their way to meet Steven. Jeremiah mentions Conrad owes me because he ditched us for skiing. So he never ended up going on the skiing trip. He had said to Belly that his flight was delayed. He kind of throws it out there and Belly is just like, and doesn't say anything, as if like that was a chance for her to maybe clear the air, and she doesn't. She brings up the fact that you've been moody ever since you got back with your dad during the fight. So I'm starting to think that that might be a good theory. I think it would bring a lot of context to why the fight started. I saw a decent amount of people saying they felt like Jeremiah picked a fight with her. I honestly do not feel like that. I'm not trying to just defend him because I'm Team Jeremiah. I truly was trying to analyze that fight scene. I watched it 3 times. I watched it once, I edited it, and then I watched it a 3rd time. And I think that the fight wasn't picked out of nowhere. I think it blew up because there was a lot of frustration from past things and issues that they have not worked out yet. And then it all came out in that one fight. And that's kind of like the epitome of Belly and Jeremiah, right? They're fun and happiness and giddy and goofy, but they don't necessarily talk about the serious stuff. I mean, he was pointing out how she hated his frat, which was clearly evident from the first 2 episodes. She was calling him selfish. It was just boom, blew up. I am not crazy about how it went down. I think I liked what happened in the book a lot better. I also feel like this is proof of character assassination for Jeremiah. What he did in the book was bad enough. There was no need to add the twice, that he didn't tell her about the trip, that he got so upset so quickly. There's no need for any of that, but they felt the need to add it to the show. So it's just, that's what I find frustrating. Another hot take that I found very interesting, because I didn't have this interpretation of it until I saw this TikTok, and I was like, it's a very good point. If the roles were reversed and Lacey said what Jeremiah said, it would have been a much different conversation than it has been with it being Jeremiah. Jeremiah mentions that he felt numb during the whole week. Taylor points out how miserable he looks in the pictures. Redbird points out that he was so drunk and Lacey was all over him. And then Jeremiah talks about how he cried in the shower for an hour after it happened. He's clearly distraught about it. Regardless of whether you believe he cheated or not, I don't think he did. I think it was wrong he didn't tell her. Regardless of how you feel, hearing those words and having it come from Lacey's side, I feel like would hit differently than it has from Jeremiah saying it for some people. I agree with the poster who said, I don't believe that that is what the show is trying to convey. I don't think that the show is leading into like, it's an essay issue, but the fact that people's minds went there and the fact that like that one TikTok actually convinced me of agreeing with that. Like if that came from Lacey, I'd be like, that's disgusting. But it coming from Jeremiah, I was just like, oh, he feels bad. And then I thought about it and I was like, ew, no. Like, yeah, that makes me feel icky. Again, it's not in defense of Jeremiah. It's more so me being a little frustrated with the show because I feel like the first 2 seasons were so smart and so spot on. And then it's just like imploding because they're trying to wrap it up and get her with Conrad. And they gave us 3 more episodes, so I don't see the need for any of it. But anyway, that is my hot take on the first 2 episodes after I had time to sit with them and rewatch them. I still love the show. I still really want to see what's going to happen moving forward. I guess like when I was watching all of the interviews about how book readers were going to be surprised, I didn't think it was going to be that I was surprised in regards to really not loving the writing. But there are still more episodes, so I want to see where this journey takes us. I will say that if it makes any of the Bonrads feel better, because I know I'm probably going to get attacked for everything I just said. I'm an honest person. The Christmas scenes were by far my favorite scenes of the 2 episodes. I think they were absolutely adorable. I think they were filmed beautifully. I did not catch I Still Love You when Belly filled it in. I didn't catch that it was erased originally. So clearly we had Conrad writing that and erasing it. I thought that was a really cute touch. I'm really excited to see what this episode has to bring. I hope it's better. I want to like word this in a way where people aren't going to attack me in the comments, but I do have to say y'all were really good. Applause. You were so kind and so considerate of each other in the comments. I feel so proud. I love that for you all. I love that for me because it's on my channel. Everybody had like a nice conversation, disagreeing, it's fine, hearing each other out. I freaking love all of you. But moving on because now we're talking too long. We have the winners. We have the winners. Winners of the Team Jeremiah. Where are you going? We're announcing the winners. Where are you going? We're announcing the winners. We have the winners of the Team Jeremiah, Team Conrad socks. I hope that you're not allergic to cats because Dobbie fell asleep on them at one point. I've already reached out to Team Conrad. Team Conrad goes to Janella Berger. Congratulations on your Team Conrad socks. I've already been speaking with her, so I'm going to try to, I want to get these out today. If not, I will definitely get them out tomorrow. And then Team Jeremiah goes to Rebecca Timken. Let me do that again. Team Jeremiah goes to Rebecca Tipton. So now, as we're approaching this episode, y'all Swifties, you know what I'm about to say. Are we getting a Taylor song in this episode that is a vault track, that is TS12, that is something revised or new from debut? What could come? Honestly, I don't think we're getting anything. If we are, we're going to get something in next week's episode because we haven't had the listening party for rep yet. So I think it's going to be next week. But to join the clown car, the next giveaway is going to be an Eras Tour t-shirt, an Eras Tour t-shirt. This is, if you can't see, you can see in the middle. This is pre-TTPD, and it is a 2XL. I figured it was better to go up than down so more people could enter. So if you would like to be entered in the giveaway for the 2XL Eras Tour t-shirt, not even open, throw a comment down on this video with a heart hands emoji, like, subscribe, and share as well, and we will pick a winner for the t-shirt. I pick a winner on Tuesday, and then I message them on Tuesday night right before the next episode, and then I'll announce the winner like I did here in the following episode. So, and maybe we'll get a Taylor song, and it'll be an announcement for a Taylor project, but a product. But yeah, if you want to be entered for that, you can also just throw the heart hands. Oh, I dropped my notebook. Ow. It's a rough morning, guys. It's a rough morning. You can also just leave your comment for whatever you want to comment and throw a heart hands emoji in at the end if you want. You don't have to do like a separate one. Yeah, so if you want to be entered for that, do everything I said. Let's jump in. Without further ado, this is Season 3, Episode 3 of The Summer I Turned Pretty, Last Supper. And as always, these will be fully unedited over on Patreon as are Seasons 1 and 2. The amount of endorphins that rush through me when I hear that, I want you to stay Okay. So many people are gonna be pissed about this.
You're my fiance.
I am.
Yeah, no one can believe it.
I don't want to wait to tell everyone this weekend.
I don't think that telling everybody at the dedication is
I
appropriate.
gotta go.
Should be about Susanna.
One last thing. Will you marry me?
What?
Yes.
I'm like, what is it? I can't see it.
I know it's small, but
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not judging.
Perfect.
I was judging a little. I shouldn't have been. It's fine.
I'm gonna get married. She's gonna be such a hot wife.
There's like so much I want to say. I should have did a recap video. You know what? Let me know in the comments. Do you want me to do a recap video or even like a live stream the day before the next episode? There's so much I want to say, but I don't want to jam pack it in the beginning of the episode, which I already did too late. The issue with what is going to be the demise of their engagement is the fact that they did not talk. They did not talk about anything that they fought about. What they talked about was the Lacey issue. Feel like they resolved that and then it led into the engagement. But they did not talk about any of the issues or the things that came up in the fight, which again were clearly pent up frustrations brewing over a decent amount of time. So if you're just going to move into an engagement without discussing what the problems in your relationship are, then you're probably not going to have a relationship for much longer. That's going to be the demise of their engagement.
I'm literally starving to death.
Well, why didn't you just get
They're
something
just
while you were
living
with-
in a little
I'm sorry,
like
I'm
movie
sorry.
fantasy
Let's just-
bubble.
Yep, let's get you some food.
Oh, then can we have a chocolate croissant too?
Yep.
Love is a lie.
He's gonna come to his senses.
I'm over his dog. At this point, he could come crawling on the floor, begging on his knees, asking for me back. I wouldn't care.
Sure, Taylor. That shows
Unless
you care.
Did he say something to you? Did he say something?
They're like, we're getting out of here.
Back
we
together.
heard that all the way from over here. We're leaving.
What's the smile?
Nothing. I'm just happy.
You're not gonna tell
Weird.
Taylor?
Okay. Yeah, fine. But you cannot tell anyone because we want to tell our parents first.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
We got engaged.
What the did you say?
What the did you say?
Oh my god, are you pregnant?
What? No.
Then why? Steven's accident.
No. It reminded me of how it felt to lose Susanna. Jeremiah made a mistake, but it's not.
So it's because of
bigger than
Steven's
what we are to each
accident.
other.
This summer?
Yeah.
Bella, you've been back together for like 30 seconds.
You were the one who told me to forgive him.
Whoa, I said talk to him. I didn't say marry him.
Saw a lot of you in the comments criticizing Taylor for telling Belly to get back together with him. Taylor's a good friend, in my opinion. Regardless of whether you agree with how she is treating Steven or Davis or whatever, she's a good friend to Belly. She supports her when she needs to, and she tells her when she's up when she does.
Like, look at our parents.
We're not our parents.
Just if anyone would even believe this insane development.
Oh my god.
Okay, fine, I won't say a word.
She's like really serious about it.
What?
Hey, I need you to send me StarkitX's wireframe. Adam hired me because I know the tech world way better than you finance geeks.
No, he hired you because you're a family friend.
Clearly, Steven's
you looking at
trying.
porn?
Like, he's
Mom,
not.
no. Oh my
he could be
God.
slacking
Sorry,
off, and
slack?
he's not.
You have to avoid screens. You just experienced a very serious medical
I
event.
didn't experience it. I don't need my mommy giving me medicine or fluffing my pillows.
Yes,
all right?
you do. You
literally never
always
fluffed a
need
pillow in
that
the
because one
22
day you're
years
not
I've
going to
been
have it.
Never forgive myself for not being there for you.
Wrap me in bubble wrap.
You think I wouldn't?
I love you.
I love you too.
I think all of that also derives from how they felt like she was so absent after Susanna passed. She's like making up for it extra now.
In my defense, I've slept like
had
12 hours this week.
Total.
Yeah, we get it. You're employed. I feel like I failed.
Humiliating and devastating.
Thank you.
Agnes, sometimes you're funny,
So
but
what,
that
you just
wasn't
gonna,
funny.
like, bum around this summer?
You heard Dr. Damazi. I rushed into it. We can't all be you.
That's true. I know a guy at Garth. Bill. I'll put in a good word.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Someone brought up that maybe Agnes was the one who labeled it wrong, but I guess
so
not.
empty in here. You are the first true friend I ever made that I haven't known my whole life. Are you secretly judging me for getting back together with him?
Does it matter what I think? Yes, you're my friend.
But ultimately, it's your choice in your
I
relationship.
think you care too much what other people think.
Yeah.
I trust you to make the right decisions for you.
That is such good advice, and I think that there was a lot of criticism again towards Taylor being like, you, if that's what your heart wants, talk to Jeremiah. And a lot of people had a problem with that. Like, why would you tell her to do that after what he did? But I think that the point of that is, if there's something that you feel like you're going to regret if you don't do it, do it. Otherwise, you're always just going to regret it. You're never going to know how it would have turned out if you saw it through. You need to see things through, even if they might end up being the wrong decision. You need to find out that it's the wrong decision, because if you don't, you're gonna think what if, and it's just gonna eat away at you. So if Belly feels like getting back together with him is the right thing, then she's got to see it through and see if it's wrong or right. Kind of like how she never resolved anything with Conrad. Kind of like how her and Conrad never saw anything through, and now it eats away at them constantly all the time.
I want to remember all of it.
Finch. I love this. This is so cozy. American Eagle.
Perfect moment when I'm still his little girl in the passenger seat.
Whale of a tail.
And he's still the one driving the car.
Tell him. I want to see his reaction.
I stopped
that's
calling
actually
him
a
Daddy
really cute
in middle
ring.
school.
That's pretty.
But at this moment, Daddy, I'm getting married.
You guys, put this on after dinner if you had wine and you dance Mom around the kitchen.
You remember that?
That's cute.
You just remember those nights because we made you and Steven wash the dishes. He's doing great. Your mom saw all the voicemails. That'll haunt me forever.
Well, what do you mean? Were you guys together?
No.
Because she said, I'm going to tell your father.
She found me.
She found
I can't believe
him
how bad the
in the
cell
bed
service
next
was
to
at
her.
that conference.
At least take a box.
Oh, thank you.
back. Don't get too comfortable.
What? I'm just gonna go and check on Steven.
You don't have to keep checking on him every day. I know what you're doing, you know.
Laurel, what the
Well, you can put those tender eyes away, buddy.
Tender
Those
eyes. Oh my God.
What we did was a one-time thing.
Okay, well, he's
Tell me
also
if
their
you ever found out,
father,
I could
though,
never
Laurel.
face
You
them.
need to remember that.
She was acting weird in the car, and then she brought up that song that we used to dance to. Maybe I shouldn't go to the dedication ceremony this weekend.
Okay. Yep. I don't need my ex-husband underfoot at my best friend's memorial. What song?
You know the song.
She's mad at herself for doing it.
Finally,
She's taking it out on him.
There's Ratchet.
But we want Cleveland. We want.
I still can't believe that happened.
It was a wake-up call.
I know Taylor feels really bad about what happened.
Oh, wow. Let Taylor find a way to make my near-death experience all about her.
You just said you were fine.
Yeah, I'm fine now. Belly, I never felt like I was on solid ground with her. I just had to get off the Taylor Jewel roller coaster. Now, go get Oppa some ice cream, please.
Fine.
Belly!
Mom, I got his computer!
Dad, these women! Oh, the doctor said screens are fine.
Is Adam bothering you with work?
He's feeling
I'm gonna call
pressure to
myself
step
and tell him
up and
to
show
leave
that
you
it's
alone.
not that he just got hired
No.
because
Okay, Adam
he's
is
a
my
friend.
boss. You don't get it.
Okay. Explain it to me.
Working at the history department is a cakewalk compared to Breaker.
I'm sure you're right.
Stephen? Am I feeling bad for John? I'm feeling bad for Dear John. We don't like that, John. Everyone's on John. Are we gonna see Taylor confront Lacey?
Ashtrays and dirty dishes.
Oh, we broke up. We don't have
Oh my God, that's her mother. I forgot.
Stupid MMA watching two-timing piece of shit.
Men are trash. What can you say?
Not all men.
Ew. Did you just say not all men?
He was all frail and broken from his accident, which you did kind of cause. Don't give me the Sour Patch face.
Tatey Tot, he is the only boy you've ever dated who is even remotely worthy of you.
My dad's air mattress deflated in the middle of the night, and I was up late working on the speech.
Sounds
Maybe I should
horrible.
run it by Con one more time. I just wish he was gonna be there. I feel weird telling him that we're getting married over the phone. Maybe we should call him together.
Definitely. I mean, but if you think it's better to tell him on your own, then I'm okay with that.
Okay. Maybe alone is good.
Belly, you were about to marry this man, which means that Conrad is going to be your brother-in-law. And if you have an issue with talking to him about anything, it seems. That is an issue that you need to address and confront. And this is why it's frustrating with Belly, where everybody criticizes Jer. Belly is emotionally cheating on Jeremiah. I understand that some people may not consider that cheating. I do. I think that's very much so a real thing. If you've ever had it done to you, you'll agree that it is too. She is constantly bringing up she will always love Conrad. A piece of her will always love Conrad. She lied about the Christmas thing. She is not confronting the fact that she still has very real emotions for Conrad, and the fact that she can't even have a phone conversation with him should tell her that she should not be marrying his brother. It's
Everyone's gonna
crazy.
think we're crazy for doing this, aren't they?
Namazi let me do the retractor in a surgery
Are
yesterday.
you serious? Nice.
I love how he's
What
like,
about you? Am I, like,
trying to still be
big
happy
plans
for
for the
her
day?
and
You wish.
support her.
Getting lunch with my aunt. We both can't make it to my mom's memorial tomorrow.
Wait, you're
Aunt
not
Julia?
going? I thought that Namazi's clinic was why you couldn't go.
I don't think it's good for me being around everybody.
Ex, who you're still not over, you mean? You need to normalize the situation.
You don't know what it's like.
How do you know she doesn't know what it's like?
It's like to be in unrequited love with someone who's never gonna feel the same way back. But you know what I did?
Well, I'm glad you stuck it out. Well, you didn't have to date him to get me the interview, did you?
No, idiot. I went on a date so I could get laid.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Nice.
They're adorable. I love their friendship. I love that we finally have Conrad going to therapy. Finally, everybody on this freaking show needs therapy. We finally have him going to therapy, which is amazing, but he is lying to the therapist and not saying anything about Belly. And now Agnes has taken the place of the therapist and walking him through how to process and deal with the most important emotions of his frustration, which derive from Belly. Could save yourself some money and just talk to Agnes.
I came here to say I'm sorry about yesterday. You will always be my girl.
I think she was a jerk. I think she was real with her.
So I'm the only one in the world who knows this, besides you and Jeff.
I'm the freaking captain of Team Belly, which is what I should have said the first time.
Is it a diamond or like a sliver of tinfoil?
Stop! I love this
Kidding.
ring.
Oh my god.
I was mostly in it for the stickers.
Yeah, good stickers. Well, when Laurel finds out, it's gonna be an apocalypse. Like, dead bodies, blood in the streets. and
We're
by blood,
probably
I mean
gonna
your
end with
blood.
that,
Yes, I'm really
too.
serious, Belly.
Notice how they're like jumping around, giggling like little kids. Like, that's how I feel like this whole
Thought you
thing
were
is. Like,
bedridden.
we're getting married.
I should probably go back to bed before Laurel sees me.
Do you want me to help you upstairs?
fine.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, just a little sore.
Oof.
Are you sure?
Positive.
You could see how hurt he was. What's she gonna do? Call Steven? She's calling Steven?
Could you come by and take a look at my books from the salon? You've always been so good at math.
Wow, because I'm Asian.
No! You guys are still friends, right?
Oh. I guess we picked the ones we think she'd want us to remember her by.
It's not my favorite.
Why? Because Dad's in it? Remember the flower crown?
Camp Cameron!
And the sparkling apple juice.
Team Camp Cameron!
She would be so proud of the future you're planning for yourself.
So cute.
That's adorable.
Ate enough carrots, you'd get x-ray vision and you believed him?
Oh my God, yeah, I was very gullible back then. I believed everything he told me.
I like that one.
That is a definite no.
Please, please, please.
Just got the little band-aid on. Ooh, fits perfect. Don't lose it.
It's not looking great, Taylor. I don't know. I'm sorry. There's just kind of no other way to say it, but listen, you know, like best case scenario, she'll last till the end of the month. Call her later.
No. Thank you so much for what you did. It's completely inappropriate that she asked.
I see what her mom was trying to do, but it's like, it is sad because now she's pulling on Steven's heartstrings. She knows that he cares about her.
You look not like garbage for once.
Ignore him. That's his head injury talking.
Is Dad meeting us there?
He can't make it. Some drama with the tenure board.
Oh.
Beautiful.
I still don't think it's right to be saying it now.
But it's okay. We'll just call him after.
I know this garden would have meant the world to my mom. She would have loved to be here on a day like this.
It's so pretty.
The women's shelter was incredibly important to her. She believed family grew throughout your life. I hope you walk around here today feeling her love.
So proud
I miss
to be your fiance.
Like these?
Belly.
Con.
Hey, man.
Oh, that was so cute. He got so.
Coming. That's my boy. Out there saving lives. Still got time for family.
All right, Dad, relax. I'm not a doctor yet. It's good to see you. Crushed that speech. Thanks, man. So good. I'm glad you're here.
Oh.
Honey, really glad to have his little sister around again. How you been, little sis?
Too long, and Jeremiah gives him a look. Maybe he does know.
What are you thinking?
Thinking that you're destroying his relationship with his brother.
You know, he says anything weird.
Who?
My dad. You can't take anything personal, okay?
What were you thinking, Billy?
Yes, right.
He can see it. He knows that she's feeling weird.
Or we just make today about my mom?
I mean, I really wish my dad was here.
It's literally what I've been saying the whole episode. This is not the time. It's inappropriate. It's Susanna's memorial. They should have honestly already said something. And if they weren't going to, they should have waited until after. But the fact that Belly only decides that now that Conrad is there, I reserve more thoughts for
I wanted
after.
to tell him and my mom at the same time.
Well, let's wait.
I am very loud and proud. Jeremiah Fisher's gonna marry me!
There's nobody there. There's
See?
Yeah, they said it to the grass. Congratulations from the weeds.
So you let Scott handle all of it?
Stop yelling at me. I might lose my salon.
Yeah, Mom, you might. You might.
Okay, so what do I do?
I don't know. And the fact that you brought Steven into our business?
I mean, and ironically,
I will
it's probably a
fix
good
this,
thing because it didn't
okay?
seem like she knew
I
there
always
was
do. But
a
how
problem.
are you gonna fix this? We will figure this out together.
What would they do without you?
Steven.
That shouldn't fall on
I almost
Taylor.
forgot. Something from the office for you.
Get well soon, Steven. Getting so much done without you.
I love your dad, you know, but sometimes it sucks working for a guy who probably changed your diapers at some point.
I don't think my dad ever changed anyone's diaper.
Probably not.
My mom told me you're working at a clinic.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to tell anybody that about
Adam
what
still has
happened.
me stuck on training wheels.
Well, I'm proud of you. My boss made a phone call.
Well, still. Means a lot that you help.
Of course I did.
I feel like Conrad is surprised because, of course, I helped you. I wouldn't even give that a second thought. But I think it's because he's been so absent from everybody's lives. Him making that call, him showing up to the memorial, everyone's like, oh, wow, Conrad's here. Like, this is rare. And he's starting to feel that energy. Like, you shouldn't be surprised that I was involved. I love you.
A little 50 spot for the guy who gets us the best table.
Doesn't.
Lunch is on me. No arguments, Adam.
In that case, I'm gonna get the surf and turf.
No, let
Thank
Adam
you.
pay.
Oh, same.
Tomato bisque, please.
For your entree?
Yeah, I'm not that hungry.
Can we get a seafood tower, please? Can we get that right away? We won't let Belly starve while we wait for the mains.
So why don't you ever leave California, Fisher?
Well, I'm here now, aren't I?
I mean, for the first time in what, like 2 years?
Yeah.
Something like that.
You got a girl out there?
Wasn't that long ago that you were in Cousins, though.
Adam and I wanted to make a little toast.
Yes, let me kick it off.
So now it's a party.
Adam makes me want to puke every time he's involved.
I know parties was more Suze's forte than yours, but that was a beautiful day to celebrate a beautiful woman.
We wanted to say a little something to each of you. Thank you for saving me that last semester of tuition at Princeton. You will always be my baby.
The soon-to-be doctor. Smart and selfless. Hell of a combo.
To your bright future.
And let's not forget Jeremiah.
Yeah, let's
our
not.
super senior. We'll see.
Thanks, Dad.
What a f***ing asshole.
Billy, you don't have to.
We're getting married.
She has no idea this is making it so much
August.
worse.
That's what I'm talking about with responsibility. What did you drag her into?
What are you talking about? I'm not dragging her into anything.
Why would you do this?
What do you mean?
Obviously, she's pregnant.
Are you pregnant? How many times did we discuss contraception?
I'm not pregnant.
If you want to take the next step, move in together. Foster a cat.
Conrad looks like he got
Why
gut
rush to get
punched.
married?
I hope you don't think you're getting your mother's ring.
No, Dad, I didn't expect that from you.
We don't need Susanna's ring. Jared got me my own.
With what money?
With mine.
No.
Did you know about this?
The Seafood Tower.
Cancel everything. I'll take the check.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am very serious.
Woo!
Did you just...
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I know you wanted to tell Conrad first, but I just couldn't stay quiet. Holy
Holy
Shut up
You're
for
okay,
him.
right?
Yeah, they'll come around. They have to.
I'll read the room, all right? Less making out, more groveling.
Ellie, get in the car. We're going home.
Staying here for the summer with Jeremiah, remember?
Well, the plan has changed. You're coming with us.
You should go with her. Let things calm down, and I'll work on my dad.
Come on.
I'm coming. I love you.
I love you more.
Bellyache. Look at that timing. Bellyache as Conrad's walking up. That was good. All right, there you have it. Episode 3, Last Supper. And I feel like it is only appropriate that we pause it on the supper. This was a very good episode. There was a lot happening and there's a lot to unpack. This felt like a Summer I Turned Pretty episode. I feel like I have to be defensive over what I am saying because I don't know if I word it the right way and that people are understanding what I'm saying. I feel like when I say my opinions, majority of people just hear defending Jeremiah. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not just saying things to defend Jeremiah because I'm Team Jellyfish. I truly feel like the first 2 episodes felt very different than all of the other episodes because of the writing of the characters. I really feel that way. And I mentioned this in the first 2. I don't feel like Jeremiah would have done the things that he did. People went on to say, like, I think it's very obvious for his character. I think that there were signs of him being immature. And I had, our rebuttals for all that too. But what I really meant was like the way he was sulking, moaning and whining. I don't know how much more I can explain it. This felt like how he was as a character. He shows emotions greatly. When something hurts him, he takes it in and he tries to shoot back with something that says he doesn't mind or it doesn't bother him, right? That's typically how he reacts. He doesn't just shut completely down, which is what I feel like he did in the first episode. The way that Adam treats him is so horrible. I find it interesting if you think back to like the second season when they're making the phone call to Adam, it's a little easier for Jeremiah to ask Adam for things or talk to Adam for things, about things rather. And I think that's because Adam and Jeremiah act very similar in certain ways. For example, how they ordered, right? Laurel says, I'll pay. Adam says, I'll take the swordfish. It's the most expensive thing on the menu. And Jeremiah says, I'll do the same thing. Not even being aware that it's the most expensive thing on the menu. Adam has acted that way his whole life. Jeremiah has had that as his role model his whole life. He doesn't see it as I'm ordering the most expensive thing on the menu. He is mimicking what his father does. And I feel like it's a desperate attempt to relate to him and to kind of be in his circle, right? Like, I want to be cool like dad. I want to be like dad. I want dad to see that I'm like him and accept me. That is how I feel the relationship between the two of them is. He's like, oh, good speech, Jer. Oh my God, Conrad's here taking time from saving lives. And even Conrad's like, I'm not a doctor yet, Dad. He doesn't give Jer enough praise and he overpraises Conrad. So when he doesn't praise Jer, Jer feels like and when he overpraises Conrad, Conrad feels like because he's praising him for things that he hasn't accomplished yet. And it's like, once I do accomplish those things, I'm not going to get that praise because you're just going to be praising something else that I'm supposed to accomplish next. It's like you're never happy. So it's really interesting that we have these two almost like polar opposite situations in both brothers, but at the same time, it is a very similar situation in regards to neglect and the overall parenting. I hate Adam. I hate Adam so much. Even the way that they react to the announcement. What did you drag her into? Oh, she must be pregnant. He is just constantly on top of Jeremiah. That's where in the last episode where he's like, oh, I'm on the hook for another 20 grand. What's wrong with you? Blah, 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 blah. What's wrong with him is that he has acted so much like you because that has been his example his whole life. And now you're mad because you never told him or taught him not to order the $57 swordfish. That's the problem. You never instilled that behavior in him, and now he is a mini you in a way, and you're mad at that. I can't stand Adam. Let's move on from Adam. So Steven is doing really well. I'm very happy to see him home. For those of you who don't know, back before COVID, my mom had a really bad accident. She had to get immediate brain surgery. She was in a medically induced coma like Steven was. It was very scary. Luckily she is good now, but having that whole situation happen was absolutely terrifying. And so for Steven, I understand that for him, he feels like he just took a little nap and he woke up and he's fine. But for Laurel, his mother, who just lost her best friend, that must have been the scariest thing in the world for her. So it doesn't surprise me the way that she's acting. But I understand why Steven is acting the way he is. Denise is putting so much criticism on him for things that he's not doing. She's like, oh, like you only got hired because you're Adam's friend or family. You can get away with whatever you want. But he's not acting like that. If he was slacking off and being a jerk and acting like nothing mattered in the job, then I'd be like, okay, she's valid. He's not acting like that. He's really trying hard. She's starting to frustrate me a little bit, and I wonder if this is like a weird way of her flirting, or if she really does feel that way and is trying to push him to see if he's gonna start acting like that, because he hasn't been there that long. In return, I feel bad for Steven because he is so pressured to really show up and prove that he can handle this, when I feel like he has already been doing that, and he doesn't need that right now. In a good way, it is going to be able to distract him from the whole Taylor situation, which he clearly needs distraction from. When Taylor was at the house and she touched his arm, you can definitely see he is still very much so in love with her, and that was hard for him to handle. I don't think that Taylor's mother should have gotten involved. I see what she was trying to do. I get it. She needs to let them work it out on their own. He's Belly's brother. It's not like she's never going to see him again. There's a direct connection through Belly, so I think it was inappropriate. I get why Taylor was mad. I also feel bad for Taylor because she's leaving for New York soon, and now she feels the responsibility to help her mom save the salon. Of course, obviously, like I feel like anybody would feel like that if it was their parent, but you can see the look on her face is like, I'm about to start my life, go on this journey and start something new, and I'm excited, and now I just hit a major speed bump, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. So I don't know how they're going to figure it out, but fingers and toes crossed they do. I hope they do. I feel like the way that Laurel is treating Adam, I feel like the way Laurel is treating John is really shitty. And I feel like it's a clear indication that she is just mad at herself for having them hook up in the last episode. I think she's mad at herself for letting it get to that point. And I also think she's mad at herself because she's starting to reminisce about the past and how it made her feel. It's also hard for her because it was also a time that Susanna was a part of, right? So we have all of these emotions coming up with Susanna's memorial. They're looking through pictures and all these flashbacks of times that they had together. And again, John was a part of that. Not always, but at the beginning he was. So it's not only a connection to John, to the family, but to Susanna, and it's overwhelming her, and it's becoming too much. But that doesn't make it right. It's not fair what she said to him and how she treated him. It's also not fair because he's not making it what she's claiming that would happen. She's like, I know what you're thinking. This isn't going to happen again. He's like, no, I just dropped our daughter off and I'm going to go see our son who was just in a car accident. What are you talking about? I didn't make an advance on you. Like, I'm here because I'm their father. And he pretty much flat out says that. I'm going to go pour myself a cup of coffee and I'm going to go see our son. I love Laurel. I love her to death. I really do. But I think the way that she treated John was unfair. With that said, we want Cleveland. We're not getting Cleveland. That's the last time I'm going to do that. I don't think we're getting Cleveland. I really liked him, though. Can I get some people in the comments? Did you like Cleveland? I loved Cleveland. I thought they were so freaking cute together. I don't think we're going to get him, though. We'll see. Conrad says he's not going to go to the memorial. Agnes calls him out and says it's because of Belly. And I like that he is receptive to this conversation. He doesn't shut it down. He doesn't close himself off. He doesn't say, no, you're crazy, change the subject or whatever. He actually feeds into it. And he has a real conversation with somebody for once in his life, which is pretty shocking if you consider it. I will give some credit of that to the therapy that he is going through. I feel like he's getting a little more comfortable with talking about things and discussing things and emotions and how it makes him feel. But we haven't seen him talk to the therapist about Belly yet. So it's good that he's able to talk to Agnes about it because it's almost like a little bit of a pre-icebreaker. And now that he's gotten over that hump, I feel like he'll be able to talk about it in therapy. I also feel like Agnes is a good support system. They seem very sweet together. They seem like they're really good friends. Clearly seems to still have somewhat of a bit of emotions towards him. Because she brings up the fact like, oh, yeah, I have no idea what it's like to be in love with somebody who's not in love with you. And they kind of like laugh it off or whatever. She's not letting that block her judgment in regards to giving him actual good advice. And I feel like it is because of the conversation with Agnes that he does end up going, which I'm proud of him for doing, and I think it was a good thing that he went, even though clearly did not end well. Clearly did not go in a good direction. But sometimes you got to do the things you don't want to do. He needed to be there for his mother's memorial. He needed to be there for Susanna, and he does need to see his family. I am completely shocked that he has been so absent from everybody, though, because I thought it was just Jer and Belly. He hasn't even talked to Steven in 2 years. Steven says it's been like 2 years since you've been here. Maybe not, maybe they've talked since then, but like he literally says he hasn't seen him in 2 years. That is insane. And it's also interesting to know what we know and see the certain reactions that they give because we know that he has been in Cousins. That surprised me that it has been that long. Steven is like one of his best friends. He got so close with Steven, especially in season 2 when he was having the panic attacks and Steven kind of like helped him through that one on the beach. They have a special connection. So for them to not even be talking was, again, yeah, really surprising. It was really surprising to me. Jer and Belly are living the high life now that they're engaged. Living the high life, super happy, giddy, laughy, bubbly, back to their old storybook romance selves. And we're just gonna completely ignore every problem that we fought about. And we're just going to completely ignore the fact that our relationship like almost blew up. And we're just gonna enjoy our engagement. I love the two of them. I really do. I love them and I love them together. I think they are so cute and I think they are so sweet and I think they have been through a lot and I think that they were good for each other when they were good for each other. And I think that at this point, they don't know how to be individuals in a relationship that is like an adult relationship. Let's put it that way. And that is because I have pointed this out a numerous amount of times. They are so similar. So they just bounce off of each other's similarities. They don't grow with each other. And that's the main problem with them. They don't talk about their problems. They don't work them out. They support each other 100%. but they do not give themselves the ability and room to grow within that relationship. And that's why I think the relationship being the duration of college makes sense, because you're young, you're finding out who you are, and that's exactly what they're doing. It doesn't surprise me that everybody freaked out when they made the announcement, or I should say when Belly made the announcement. Now, again, I said it multiple times in the reaction, the decision to do it at Susanna's memorial was absolutely mind-numbing to me. No, I don't agree with that. I do not think they should have done it at the memorial. I think it was inappropriate. It reminds me of when Laurel was like, you're making this day about you during the wake for Susanna. This day is about Susanna. This day is about the women's shelter. This day is about the memorial garden. Leave it at that. Do not make it about your engagement. It's weird for me, at least. They decide to do it, and then Belly immediately takes it back when she sees Conrad. And if that is not an indication that they should not be getting married, I don't know what is. And this is why I defend Jer in a lot of situations. Everybody wants to criticize what Jared did with Lacey, while I believe they were broken up. This was another thing too. I saw a lot of people calling out in the comments, well, Jared's always been a playboy. Jared's always been a playboy. It makes sense that he rebounded. I don't like that word. I don't like using the word or the words playboy. I think that Jeremiah is very comfortable with his sexuality. He's comfortable with sexual experiences. He chooses to consensually hook up with people. He's done that throughout season 1, sure. I don't see a problem with that, and I'm not going to slut shame Jeremiah for doing that. He's not hurting anybody. He wasn't with anybody. So it does make sense for his character. He clearly indicated that he felt like they were broken up. He was upset, and he rebounded to somebody. I feel like that is not surprising. What's surprising is that he didn't tell her, and he lied to her about it. So now that they've pretty much, that's the only thing that they have talked about, is him feeling upset about it, him feeling very sorry, and indicating that to her. She forgives him for that. At this point in time, in my opinion, we've resolved that issue. Belly is cheating and has continued to cheat on Jeremiah emotionally. She is emotionally with Conrad. She is mentally with Conrad. Her heart is with Conrad. And I know y'all will agree with me on that one. You can't argue that I'm wrong and say that she is still in love with Conrad at the same time. She is mentally and emotionally with Conrad. That is clearly evident. She can't even hear Jer once Conrad is in her view. And the fact that she still feels like that and is staying with Jer and moving forward in the engagement is worse, in my opinion, than Jeremiah lying to her about hooking up with Lacey. And I'm sure people are going to call me crazy for that, but I 100% stand behind that. I 100% stand behind that, because Jer, now it's out in the open. He came clean about it. They talked about it. They resolved it. That was her time to say, I have something to say too. I saw Conrad over Christmas, and she didn't. So the same reason that Jared didn't come clean to her about the Lacey situation was being in fear of her getting upset and not being able to work through it, is the same reason that she is not coming clean about the Conrad Christmas situation, because she knows that he'll be upset about it and they might not be able to work through it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I feel like I'm still going to get yelled at, but it's my opinion. So they were not going to say anything now because Conrad was there and Belly didn't want to. But I do love how this happened. I will say that. There's so much ganging up on Jeremiah, or not ganging up, it's just basically dumb Adam. There's so much negativity pushing towards Jeremiah that she feels the need to defend him. everybody's going around the table saying nice things. Conrad's getting, once again, praised for all of these things that he's not even doing. Mind you, he made a mistake, got kicked out of the program, never said anything to anybody because he's embarrassed about it, obviously. Anybody, I feel, would be. I would be. But Adam is praising him over all this stuff about how perfect he is, not even realizing that he's not even a program anymore. And then we get to Jer and he goes, well, cheer to Jer, we'll see what happens. If that scene, if that reaction didn't get you to understand why Jer is in the mentality he is in, I don't know what will. That is crushing. Like, that made me feel nauseous for Jeremiah. So I love that Belly comes to his defense and is like, you know what? Let's take the spotlight off of this and move on to something good. Little did she know it wasn't going to be good. It wasn't going to be a good reaction. She comes to his defense. She feels defensive. She jumps in and says, we're engaged. And he even says, you don't have to. You don't have to do this. No, we're going to do it. We're engaged. I think the reaction was a little overdramatic. As I said, I think Belly's reaction in the first episode was slightly overreaction. Now I know where she gets it from. Laurel. Could understand them being mad and being upset. At the end of the day, they're 20-year-old kids. And I keep saying what it is. They're dreamers. They're goofy dreamers. They're bouncy in love movie dreamers. I wouldn't have taken it seriously. I would have been like, yeah, sure, okay, great, you guys are getting engaged. Okay, we'll talk about this later. Can I get my food? I'm hungry. It's been a long day. Like, we'll talk about this later. The fact that Laurel and Adam freaked out the way they did is really surprising to me. I think that the reason Laurel said something to that extreme is because of all the insecurities that she is going through currently with the John situation. So, like, I'm gonna relate it to that. Otherwise, I don't know why she had such a negative, crazy reaction. Adam makes complete sense because Adam's just a lunatic and he's an asshole and will take every single second he can get of anything to criticize Jeremiah and make him look like an idiot. I mean, that was even brought up in the fight in the last episode where she's like, don't throw your inferiority complex onto me. It didn't start with me. Look at your father. Which is why it hurt Jer so much, because it was so true. I mean, everything. He does everything wrong. So Adam's reaction's not surprising to me. One thing, book readers, I don't know if you picked up on this, one thing I did like, if I can get one thing that would be good on Jeremiah's side. From the book, we're going to completely assassinate his character and make it 1,000 times worse in the show, but we'll give you the ring. We'll give you the ring. In the book, Jeremiah buys Belly's ring with Adam's credit card. He does not pay for it himself. So in this one, as the second I saw how small the diamond was, I was like, I think I know where they're going with this. And Adam says, yeah, you paid for that with what money? And Jeremiah says, my own. Which I think is why it's so small. But the fact of the matter is, he thought of that, and I love that. He realized that this is important, this is meaningful, this is love between the two of us, and I want to show that love, and I want it to be true and real, and I don't need anybody's help with that, because I can do this myself. I want to show her what I can give, and that's what he can give when you're a 22-year-old college kid. So 21, whatever he is. So yeah, I loved that. I loved that change from the book. If I can get one positive, it is that he was able to buy his own ring and give that to her. The way that Conrad looked during that whole conversation broke my heart. It was like he got sucker punched and regretted ever getting on that flight to come here. The way that Jeremiah looked broke my heart. sitting there like a wounded puppy dog, like I don't even know how to feel or what to say or what to do. And the way that everybody jumped up and left. I hope Adam paid for that freaking seafood tower. This is supposed to be about Susanna's memorial, and I feel like the adults should have been adult enough to be like, let's focus on that. We will discuss this later. But I guess emotions were high and they couldn't handle it, and they all got up and left. Steven has to be the dumb older brother and be like, you ruined everything. Okay, Steven. Like... No, maybe you did by getting hit by a car because you were trying to cheat with Taylor. Maybe that, but we'll move past that. Like, I don't think he should have said that, but I feel like it was such a sibling thing to say. I don't love how Laurel grabbed Belly's arm and pulled her. She... In season 2, when Belly and her are having the fight after the party, she slaps Belly. And I really hated that. But it was real, and I understood it. I just really didn't like it. And then in this, she literally grabs her and yanks her. I don't know what it is with people, like, physically handling Belly, because then we also have in season 2, when Conrad's on the beach with her, he, like, throws her onto the sand. And granted, she's like kicking and moving around, but like it's very clear, like it's not because she's kicking that he drops her. He like goes to place her and places her really hard. Like now, so you have Conrad throwing her, you have Laurel smacking her, and now in this season, you have her yanking her arm. So I didn't love that. I feel like it's very demeaning to Belly, which, again, could be viewed in her own way as how Jeremiah is treated. They're both treated as the babies, right? You have Conrad, you have Steven, Jeremiah, and then Belly in that age order. And Belly and Jeremiah are very much so treated like the babies. So this engagement is not surprising to me at all. And I am very surprised, however, that Jeremiah tells her to go with Laurel so that they could both work on their parents to try and get them to understand what is happening. I think that it would have made more sense for them to both go to cousins together. But I think it is mature of him to realize that, no, now's not the right time. We have to separate and figure this out because this did not go the way that we planned. And we ended on Conrad alone in the parking lot. The only thing he said the whole time was, no, I didn't know. I think this episode was insane, and I talked for so much. Oh my God. Overall, fantastic episode. Sorry I talked y'all's ear off. I am very excited to see what happens next. I can't wait to see what people say about this episode. Again, please keep it nice in the comments. Y'all did so good for the first 2 episodes. I'm so proud of all of us. If you want to enter, again, the giveaway for episode 3, it is a Taylor Swift Eras Tour t-shirt, 2XL. All you have to do is like, subscribe, share, comment down below with a heart hands emoji, and I will pick a winner on Tuesday. My throat is hoarse. I need to stop talking. I love all y'all, and until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.